What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me make sure everything is right. Let me check all my stuff. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, can y'all hear me? Shout out to everybody in the building. Put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all could hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, fam. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me know if y'all could hear me clearly. Please put a number 1 in the chat if you are here, and let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Before we get into today's show, got another great show lined up for you guys. Okay, I see some ones. Let me get a few more ones. Before we get into the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the clouds, too. Shout out to everybody in the clouds. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share today's show. Y'all hit that like button and share today's show. Shout out to everybody in the building. And of course, welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everyone in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share today's show. Y'all hit that like button, visionaries. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. We are going to get into it today. We're going to get into it today. We got to talk about this. We have to talk about this. So if you are here, I'm going to give some shout outs. I'm going to shout everybody out in the chat that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the clouds. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show, because we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. If you missed yesterday's show, make sure you catch yesterday's show. Please make sure you catch yesterday's show. Make sure you catch yesterday's show. Yesterday's show was the breakdown of She Get It From Her Mama. What does that really mean? So make sure y'all go and check out yesterday's show. Make sure y'all go and check out yesterday's show, because it relates to today's show. Y'all know how we doing over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hey, what's going on, L'Oreal? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my comrade in the building, the Book of Ronan. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute. Make sure y'all get down in the description box. Follow our podcast. We on Spotify, Google, Amazon Music, anywhere that you find podcasts. Follow our podcast, Foundational Manhood Podcast. The links is in the description box. Follow our podcast channel on YouTube as well. It's very much appreciated. Shout out to everyone who support the content. We definitely have more coming on the way. Stay tuned. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. We drop every Sunday on YouTube at 3 p.m. We premiere, and we also every Wednesday we drop on all audio platforms at 5 p.m. So on either or you can find us. On Sundays, if you're just a YouTuber and you want to see the video, You can catch us, Foundational Manhood Podcast on YouTube. We premiere at 3 p.m. every Sunday. Or if you're driving, you want something to listen to at work, catch us on Spotify, Foundational Manhood Podcast. We drop a new episode Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Shout out to everyone. Let's see who's else in the building. What's good? In the paint. Shout out to In the Paint. Lone Star. What's good, Lone Star? What's up, Letitia? Good to see you. Shout out to Miss Letitia in the building. What's up, Alexis? Good to see you. Good to see you, Alexis. Shout out to Kari. What's up, Kari? What's good? What's good, Kari? Yes, sir. FNP Nation. Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all go follow the podcast, man. Make sure y'all go and follow the podcast. Y'all see today's show. We are going to get into it. Let's address the BS. Let's address this BS. When women say men need to be men, we need to talk about this today. This is a conversation that needs to be had because there's like this weird vibe where Black women in particular, because we only hear this from Black women, that men need to be men. You know, other groups of women, they don't really discuss the problems that they have with their men too much. You know, they're not very boisterous as Black women when it comes to talking about what they go through with their men and, you know, how they're just unhappy and they're suffering and, you know. But online, you hear this a lot from women. Y'all men don't know how to be men. Men need to be men. Y'all Black men always whining. Y'all Black men always complaining. Y'all don't know how to be men. Sound off in the chat room if that is not something you hear damn near every day. And not just on YouTube, it's all on social media. Black men don't even know how to be men. They don't even know how to be men. They don't even know how to be men. They don't even know how to be men. Right? We're going to get into it. Yeah, every day. Shout out to Daryl in the building. What's good, Daryl Richardson? Every day. Black men need to know how to be men. Black men need to learn how to be men. Black men are not men. Men need to learn how to be men. We're going to talk about this today because what blows my mind when I hear shit like that, what blows my mind is if you're a woman and you're constantly saying to the men around you that they need to know how to be men. Number one, what you women are showing men like myself, and you're telling men like myself that you've never been around men. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. But it's just so happened if you were around men, it was in small doses. Small doses. See, because people only complain right? About what they lack. Follow me. People only complain about what they lack. And see, these women who are out here talking about men not being men, it's because that's what they're lacking. And see, what they're originally lacking is male leadership from their fathers. This is the key to all of this, fellas. See, this is what these women don't want to talk about. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Because, see, you don't know when you're looking at a man, when you smell a man, when you hear a man, when you feel a man, right? Because you got to take that up with your daddy. See, yesterday we talked about mama. Today we're going to talk about your daddy. This is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about why men are so unfamiliar to you. We're going to talk about why you lack men in and around your life. Why men choose to not deal with you. You see? See, a lot of you women running around with this, oh, where the men at? Where the men at? No, where your daddy at? Where he been? Where has your father been? Because if your father was a decent man, you should have a decent man. If you have sons, they should be decent men. So as a woman who's been surrounded by men her whole life, she should not be on the internet saying where the men are. Because now I just know you're a clout chaser and a goofy. You're just here acting. This is entertainment for you. But see, I know the majority of you women that get up here and talk shit, it's because you lack men in your life. And you've always lacked men in your life. This is why a man has to make you respect him. You see? Because your daddy didn't garner his respect from you by being in your life and guiding you and your mama. You see? This is not our problem, fellas. A lot of this shit that these women go through is not our fucking problem. It's not. It is not some shit that we created, and it is not some shit that we have to deal with. Because let's go back to the stream I did a few months ago. Just like she don't want no broke ass nigga, I don't want no broken ass woman. If you want a nigga masculinity to be in order, you want him to have his shit in order as a man, you better have your shit in order as a woman. So your insecurities better take a back seat. Your immaturity, you need to grow up. See, because if you want a man to be manning, you better be womaning. And a lot of these women don't be womaning because they never had a man around them. Daddy. That's what's missing. This is why you always hear these women, you can't trust these niggas. Yeah, because you don't trust your father. Your father betrayed you. Your father betrayed you. Your father betrayed your mama and ruined the family. So I know why you got trust issues with men. Because the man you trust to lead you and your mama and your brothers and the rest of your sisters betrayed y'all. You took that as an act of betrayal. This is how children are. I know. But see, you a grown woman now. And you really don't know why your father did what he did because you never asked him. You never asked him. You see? But now you a grown ass. You got 40, 50-year-old women running around talking about some men need to be men. How many men you had in your life for you to be saying that? How many men you had in your life? Most of these women only had men in their life that they could count on one hand. And they can't count 5 good men that they had in their life. 5 men who provided the 4 P's. 5. 5 decent men. A lot of these women haven't had 5 good men in their life. We talking about, and these are 50, 60-year-old women online talking about where the men at. I know why. Because you only have one good man in your life and you're 60 years old. You had one good man in your life. Just one. Just one. Just one. All you can count is one. Half you women can't count 3 to 4 good, decent men you had. And I'm not talking about a good, decent man you was just fucking. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a good corporate man who had a good job and had a good car and y'all was just fucking and having fun. No. I'm talking about a man who was your man. That you could say, yeah, I spent 5 years with him and he was a good man. Half you women can't do that shit. So how dare you come out your mouth and say men need to be men? How dare you? You don't qualify to say certain shit. You had one good man and 64 years of living. I need you to relax, mama. Relax. Okay? Grandma, relax. Okay? Because before you met grandpa, you ain't know what a good nigga looked like. And you really didn't know what he looked like. He just stayed with your ass. See, we're going to tell the truth now. See, because this is the problem. See, this is why the gender war won't end, because nobody will tell the fucking truth. Nobody will tell the truth about shit. You can't get up here and question a man in his manhood when you ain't had a man. You ain't even had your daddy. You ain't even had your dad. So where did you learn what it is to have a good man? Where you learn it from? Huh? Where could you learn that from? TV? Huh? Cliff Huxtable? Huh? Good Times? Where you learn what a good man is from when you didn't grow up with your daddy? And see, these the same women who try to say that these men are the reason why these boys are growing up effeminate. No, you forgot to add something, miss. You forgot to add something. You forgot to add something. The reason why your ass have a problem with getting a man and submitting to the right man is because daddy ain't around. See, you won't say that. See, these women won't say that, y'all. They'll get up here and talk about these black boys being effeminate, these black boys not knowing how to read, these black boys going to jail because their fathers ain't in the house. But let's talk about what happens to you and what has happened to you because daddy ain't in the house. What has happened to you? Let's talk about your dysfunction because daddy not around. Let's talk about that. You don't want to talk about that, do you? You don't want to talk about that, do you? But you love to talk about why nigga ain't shit. No, your daddy ain't shit. That's who you need to be. Take all that energy up with him. That delinquent ass nigga. That non-child support paying ass nigga. That's why you had kids by those same type of niggas. You're looking for your daddy. Let's talk about it. Since we looking for our mamas, who the fuck y'all looking for? Y'all hate y'all mamas. Y'all say, oh, black men hate their mothers. Oh, y'all don't? When y'all be in a house competing for men because your mama's single and lonely too? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about yo ain't shit daddy. Yo crackhead ass daddy. Huh? You should be bringing all that vitriol that you come on YouTube and spit at men. You should be telling that to your fucking father. You should be telling that to Dirty Sock Vernon, because that's your daddy. That's who you should be telling this shit to. Take it up with him. He the reason why you don't trust men. He the reason why you a poor vetter of men. Your daddy. Daddy. Your daddy. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all know how we doing Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We call it straight down the goddamn middle. We ain't picking no sides. We all fucked up. Yesterday we was talking about your mama. Now we talking about your daddy. And this is why you can't commit to men, because your daddy never committed to you. Being a father, making you feel safe. That's why you run the street. And you only feel safe with a nigga unless he got a gun on him. He got to be some type of gangster or some type of street nigga for you to feel safe. Because your daddy left you and your mama to feed off the streets. That's your daddy for. That's that bum ass nigga. Talk to him like that. He the reason why you feel like that. You know that. Take it up with him. That bum ass motherfucker. Take it up with him. You see? Just like black men don't need to project their mother problems on other women, but y'all project all the absentee father shit on us. You think we don't see that? It's just these niggas don't talk about it. They don't talk about the absentee fathers for girls. See, they always want to talk about the father, the father and son relationship. No, let's talk about the father and daughter dynamic. Let's talk about that. You ready to talk, ladies? Ready to have a real conversation? Because y'all want to be with men. So you're going to have to talk to a man. Not talk at him. Talk to him. Don't be so matter-of-factly. Talk to him. See, you don't know how to do that because you haven't done it with your daddy. You see? This is why you got a level of vitriol with men. Because that's for your daddy. You have a disdain for your dad. This is why you got the little attitude all the time. This is why. Because you're never really settled. You're always in a state of unsettled. Because daddy is the one originally that's supposed to relax you and relax the environment that you're in. You were supposed to see your daddy do this. When something goes wrong, you see daddy come and calm things down. and fix the problem. See, you women ain't been around that. That's why when you get around the man who do it, you take advantage. He owe you that. See, your daddy was supposed to sit down and tell you, listen, baby girl, a man will only take care of you the way that I'm taking care of you when he loves you, when he cares about you. A man doesn't owe you shit. You never heard that from your daddy. This is why y'all heard it from niggas in the street. Because you never heard it from your father. Your father was supposed to teach you how to treat a man. That's why he take you out on a date. You know, you go on a little daddy date. He shows you things. And then you come back to mom and mom reinforces what's right. See, but you never been in that environment. See, you ain't never been around no men. You ain't never been around that. This is why now y'all consider being wives being slaves. You see that? Because see, in your mind, a man is not even worthy of you serving. You know why? Because you never served your daddy. See? Because daddy goes, baby girl, give me some water. Put some ice in it. How many of y'all know about that? Huh? How many of y'all black women know about that? How many of y'all black women know to have a daddy in the house and tell you to do shit for him? That's where it starts. It don't start when you start fucking and laying up with men. It don't start then. It start with daddy. Baby girl, hand me the remote. Daddy feet hurt. Go get dad some socks out his drawer. How many of y'all did that? See, if you did that, you'll respect men. You will have a general overall respect for men. You won't be on here called you bitch ass nigga, fuck ass nigga, this ass nigga. See, these are women who want to tell all that to their father. See, I hear it. Just like I said, all the vitriol that the men have for the women, you really want to tell your mama that. See, I've been said that. I've been said that about us. I've been said that. But guess what? It's y'all turn. Save all that shit for your daddy. He the bum ass nigga. Because he didn't pay child support for you. That's why your mama had to get on welfare. Let's talk about that. While you're on here talking about black men who don't pay their child support, guess who was one of them black men who didn't pay some child support? Yo daddy. Yo dad. Yeah. Dirty James. He wasn't paying child support. Yo daddy. Uh-huh. Dominique, the pretty boy that used to ride the motorcycle. That was your daddy with the long ponytail. They used to come through and fuck your mama and leave. That's your daddy. Uh-huh. You see how it happened now? Wonder why you like niggas with ponytails? You get it from your mama. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But y'all want to make it seem like, oh, it's a man problem. It's your daddy problem. Just like we can't put it all on black women, we need to blame our mothers. You need to blame your fuck boy ass daddy. Your daddy was a fuck nigga. Your daddy was a street dick ass, pookie ass, uneducated ass nigga. That's why you like niggas like that, and you let niggas like that procreate with you. Uneducated niggas. Yeah, let's talk about it. All you're looking for is your daddy, ain't you? Ain't you, baby girl? You looking for papa. You looking for your daddy. That's who you looking for. That's who you mad at. That's who you mad at. That's who ain't got no backbone. That's who's a coward. Him. Because guess what? You know why he ain't take care of your ass? Because he was hanging out with a group of fuck niggas who ain't take care of none of their kids. Ha ha ha! Don't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound like your baby father? Yeah. And you wonder how you picked that nigga. He remind you of your daddy. Mm-hmm. Whole fuck nigga. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whole fuck boy. Untrustworthy, lying, conniving, slithery bastard. That's your daddy. Before it was your baby father, it was your father. But you don't want to talk about that. You know. You know. You know. It was everybody else's fault. It was everybody else's fault. MR, salute. What's good, Truth? UFO, what's good? It was everybody else's fault. It was everybody else's fault. T Church, what's good, T Church? What's up, pardon my presence? It was everybody else's fault. Everybody else's. You see my newspaper? Shout out to Asar. Corey Banks in the building. What's good, Corey? What's good, Bucket? Salute. Iron Lion Mike. Okay. Free Zone Lou. Salute. My man GQ. What's good, GQ? Salute, my brother. Come on, man. You come on. Come on now. Bro, I'm tired of the bullshit. You see, I'm tired of the bullshit and all of the lying and falsifying and shit. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. That's what I want to do. Let's get to the root of this shit. And why you feel why you are the way you are with men. It's because it goes back to your daddy. Fellas, in the vetting process, there's something called family market value. This is where you assess a woman's family. Who's her mama? Who's her daddy? Who's her grandparents? Who's her sisters, her brothers? And what is the quality of these people? Because this tells you what cloth she's cut from. This will tell you what type of cloth she's cut from, what type of fabric she's cut from. And see, women who grew up with ain't shit daddies, they have a problem with dealing with men. They have a problem with it. And it's not something that they do intentionally. It's innate. Because daddy wasn't around to establish certain things. So when a man has to come in and has to establish it, it's going to make her feel weird. She's going to be taken back by it because you're actually see, this is what y'all women don't understand. What's up, Sister George? You here, day 2. Right? This is what a lot of women don't understand. Your husband is a continuation of your daddy. This is why at a marriage, the father gives his daughter to this man. But if daddy's missing, if that link is missing, this is where dysfunction, it's bred, it breeds itself. See, remember I read about how trauma does things and how it's activated. And that shit come out of women when they get with certain guys. And she ain't never had that before. She ain't never felt that safe around her. So she want to just act up. This is why you see women do it. They'll just act up just because it don't sit right with her. Damn, this nigga really got everything in order. Damn, I'm really not worried about nothing right now. I'm really okay. I'm really secure right now. I never felt like this. I don't know if I can do this. Women go and tell their friends this type of shit when they get with real men. Girl, I don't know. I know you don't know because you ain't had daddy around. See, because that feeling would feel familiar if daddy was there. If daddy took care of that, you would know what that feel like. And you will only deal with men who will provide in that way, who will protect in that way, who will problem solve in that way. And being that he's your man, you can procreate with him. Only thing you can't do with your daddy is procreate. Well, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to talk. I don't want to get into that. But that's the only P that your daddy don't provide for you as his daughter is procreation. Shout out to my brother, Papa Flocka. Salute my brother. That's the only one. But when he gives you to a man, that provision, that protection and problem solving continues from that man. That's why your daddy has to make sure that that man is suitable. Your father is supposed to do that, not your mama, not your funky mama, not your sneaky ass mama. Your daddy's supposed to do it. Your daddy's supposed to say he's good enough, marry that man, not your fucking mother. This the goddamn problem. Because mama gonna say, hey, get with that pussy nigga. He cute. Mama gonna tell you, hey, yeah, he's a mean man. Get with the nice pussy, spineless bastard. So you could be like me and get it from your mama. See? But when daddy not there, when daddy not a stand-up nigga, you go get you a nigga that sit down and piss. That's why you got you a sit down and piss nigga. Because daddy wasn't a stand-up man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Daddy wasn't a stand-up nigga. Daddy was a runaway. Let's talk about that. And when I say a runaway, I'm not talking about he went to jail. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about circumstances. I'm talking about a nigga literally walking away. That's what I'm talking about. This why you so uncertain with men. Because one day daddy Houdini'd on you. Didn't he? Disappeared. You don't know what happened. So this is why you hear women say, these niggas gonna leave at some point. No, your daddy left. Fuck you talking about? Your daddy left your mama, and your mama happened to be a decent woman. Your daddy wasn't shit. Just say it. Just say it. You got to heal from that. You got to heal from that. You want to get married, right? You want a happy, prosperous life, healthy life, right? You want to be able to nest with a man that you feel comfortable with, right? Well, you got to feel comfortable with your own demons first. You got to fight your own demons first. Your own shit. Before men need to be men. You need to figure out what's your problem with men and why you keep attracting men where you got to tell them to be a fucking man. Did you ever think about that, young lady? Did you ever think about that, Miss Betty? Huh? Did you ever think about that? While you're sitting around 60-something years old talking about men need to be men. You got about 20, 30 more years left on this goddamn earth, the max. And you talking about men need to be men? You ain't met a man, you 60 years old. How many men you been through in your life? Huh? Not many. You probably been through a lot of dicks, but you ain't been with a lot of men. See, that's the problem. You don't know how to separate a man from his dick. See, that's why y'all think y'all all been with men. Oh, I've been with men before. No, you didn't. You fucked them. That's what you did. That's what you did. You ain't been with them. You ain't been with too many men. Just like we haven't been with too many women. So don't get up here capping. I'm always, shut your ass up. But you on here talking about what niggas ain't. Shut up. That's a walking contradiction. You got all these men in your life, that take care of you, you happy, but then you get online and talk shit about men all day. For what? For what? What are you doing? What are you trying to have friends? What the fuck? So I don't want to hear, yes, well, I've always been around men. Where? When the first thing come out your mouth is you call a man a bitch. So when you ever been around men? Because you do know calling a man a bitch could get your head slapped off. But your daddy didn't tell you that, did you? Did he? See, your daddy didn't tell you the worst two things a man or woman could call a man is a bitch or a homosexual. See, this how I know y'all ain't been around no men. Because you ain't had daddy around. Or your daddy was a fuck nigga, was a bitch ass nigga that let women call them bitches. Huh? A lot of y'all women was from them eras where y'all daddies carried pocket knives and switchblades. So they was running around letting people call them bitches. Back then, they was smacking the shit out your mama. Your mama would get her teeth knocked the fuck out. But then y'all grow up and just be so disrespectful to men. How? This is what I want to know. How, Sway? How? Men need to be men. If you want a man to be like your daddy, the shit that come out your mouth, you'll be toothless. You'll be toothless. See, these women be up here lying. Just up here saying shit to be saying it. You don't want no man to be like your father. Your father was in them days where women got backslapped for talking shit and talking so matter-of-factly and being in her man's business where the fuck she shouldn't be and speaking on shit she shouldn't be speaking on. See, that'll get that in your daddy days, women got slapped for that. So you really want a man like your daddy? A nigga who will backslap your ass? Shut up. No, you don't. Because then you'll get up here, oh, y'all be beating on women. So you don't want a man like your daddy. You don't. You don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want a man like your daddy. Your daddy left your mama and went and had a whole nother family down the street with her homegirl. Yeah, why you don't come up here and talk about that? But we need to get up here and talk about our mamas being hoes, right? But you don't get up here and talk about how your daddy was a hoe ass nigga. You get up here and you take it out on us. You should tell that to your father. You didn't speak to your father since you was a 15-year-old girl. You about 58. Your daddy waiting for you to call him with your hard-headed stank ass. Grown-ass woman still harboring feelings for your daddy because he left your mama. Grow up. The same shit you tell us, right? We need to get out our feelings. That's when we was kids. We need to grow up and be men. We need to take care of shit. We need to get over shit. So do you, young lady. So do you. So do you. Every nigga ain't like your father. Because he raises his voice. Because he raises his voice. Huh. You know, real men don't raise their voice. You loved your grandfather. Do you know your grandfather used to choke your grandmama out? No, you don't know that. Shut up. Shut up. You don't even know. Keep your mouth shut. You don't know what it is to be a man, and your daddy wasn't even in your life. So you really don't know. Your grandfather ain't really teach you shit because he just spoiled you. He just gave you every goddamn thing because that's what grandparents do. Your father was supposed to teach you. He wasn't around. He was a fuck nigga. That's why you have a litany of fuck niggas in your life. That's why. Blame it on your daddy. He was the first one to abandon you. He was the first one to betray your trust. Him. But you won't get up here and talk about that. Hey, ladies, won't you do some content about that? You'll do content about men and their issues with their mothers. Let's talk about your issues with your daddy. And how you hated your daddy because he couldn't get off crack. He chose crack over you and your mother and your brothers and sisters. Talk about that. You want to teach women something? Teach them through what you really been through. Stop getting up here lying and capping and frauding and perpetrating like you come from something. You come from a piece of shit ass nigga. You come from a manosphere nigga. Your daddy was a manosphere nigga. Stop playing with me. Y'all hit the like button. Stop playing with me. Your daddy was a manosphere nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Men need to be men, right? You don't have a reference of a man in your life. You don't know. You can't use your grandfather because he didn't show you nothing. All he did was spend money on you and spoil you. He your grandfather. Okay? It's your daddy's fault. It's his fault. But you won't say that. You'll get up here and blame every other black man, though. See, this is why we need to leave black men alone. No, you need to go make up with your daddy. That's what you need to do. Because I guarantee y'all, if y'all went and made up with y'all daddies, the rhetoric will change. Just like I told the men, if you go and sit down and have the conversation with your mama and cry and get that shit out, your rhetoric will change about black women. I've been said this. Ladies, it's your turn. It's your turn. You want to get married? You better go contact your father. Because guess what? Your father's in charge of giving you away to a man, not your fucking mother. That's why you're in the predicament you're in now. That's why. That's why. Because your mama don't know what the hell she doing. Your mama don't provide the 4 P's. How the fuck your mama gonna solve a problem for you she couldn't solve for her goddamn self? Your mama picked your ain't shit daddy. So now how she gonna pick a man for you? Huh? Let me repeat that, because I don't think y'all heard me in the back. How your mama pick your ain't shit daddy and then gonna pick your man for you? I'm waiting for an answer. It's a beautiful day. Say, what are you wearing today, Mr. Rogers? Give me a goddamn break. It don't make no sense. How can your mother pick your husband? She picked your daddy. Do you think that was a good pick? Oh, but then you let the same person pick the one you gonna be with for the rest of your life. Gonna pick the same type of nigga who's supposed to provide, protect, problem solve, and procreate for you. She picked a poor provider. She picked a poor procreator. She picked a poor problem solver and a poor protector. So what the fuck you think she gonna pick for you? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense now. Now you see why you come from a long line of women whose favorite word is, whose favorite phrase is, niggas ain't shit. See why you come from a long line of those women, don't you? Talking about what a nigga don't got. Talking about what a nigga need to be doing. You come from a long line of bums. Okay, young lady? Understand this. You come from a long line of bums. That's what you come from. Look at your daddy. He's a bum. See? That's why you're not sure with the guy. You know, you're not sure. It's just not right. It's just something's not right. What's not right is the relationship you have with your daddy. That's what's not right. That has never been right. You see? This is why your attitude is not right around the right man. This is why when you get around real men, you think they owe you something. You think it's a pleasure for them to be in your presence because you ain't never been around no man. See? You see? See? You don't even know how I feel. If you get the feeling when the man show up, you feel weird. Why I feel like that when he come around? Because he a man. That's why. That's why. Because you know when he come around, everything gonna be all right. You know who was supposed to show you that? Daddy first. So you feel confident with the man you choose when he's doing the same things. See how this works? But there's always going to be a level unsure. There's going to be a level of uncertainty. There's going to be a level of insecurity. There's going to be a level of all of that. Because daddy never laid the proper foundation. You see? What's up, Sean Newsom? Good to see you, sweetheart. Travis Rogers in the building. Salute. All praise to Yah. Salute. See, this is why. That's why. You questioning him, you giving him the same questions that could have supposed to been answered by daddy. See, daddy's the one who creates that level of certainty in the household. See, when daddy there and daddy's a man, you could sleep good at night. You could sleep comfortable. You know, you could just sleep. You know? And you know, if you hear something, you might hear dad. That might be dad coming in the room to check on you. Because you ain't really worrying about no robbers. Because you know dad probably be up, looking out the window, on his way from the bathroom from taking a midnight piss. You know dad is always on surveillance. You know dad is going to make sure none of us get hurt in here or he'll die to make sure of it. See? See, you ain't never been around no men like that. You ain't never been around no men. What's up, Cartel? You ain't been around no men. See that? You ain't been around no men. See? Because when a When a man tells you who he is, he gonna show up the same way. He gonna show up as himself. He not gonna show up the way you want him to be. He gonna show up as him. That's a man. You don't dictate who a man become or who a man is. But then y'all get with men who y'all can do that to, and they say men need to be men. See, a lot of y'all say all of this abuse stuff. Oh, he's emotionally abusive. He's this, he's that. A lot of y'all say that. You know why a lot of y'all say that? Because y'all fathers have never spoke to y'all in a stern way. You never been checked by your father for the bullshit you try to get away with. You never saw your father check your mother in the shenanigans that she likes to pull. You never saw daddy check her and her sit back and relax and don't say nothing. See? Because she know she tried some bullshit with a man and a man caught it and checked her. See, a real woman not gonna keep pressing the issue when she knows she just trying some bullshit. She gonna fall back. See, women who just fall back when they do that, those are women who used to dealing with men. See, a woman who's not used to dealing with a man, she gonna keep trying to push it and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying because she don't respect him. Because what she's actually doing is she's trying to push past his boundaries because she don't respect him. Because she doesn't respect him. See, a woman understands something you never do with a man is cross his boundaries. That's one thing you never do. But see, you women, a lot of y'all unconsciously do this with your mouth. You do this with your actions. And it's because daddy never was there to correct you when you were out of line. Baby girl, we're not doing that. Watch how you talk to me. I'm a man. You don't talk to your daddy like that. You want to get put on timeout? You don't talk to dad like that. One day you're going to grow up and have a husband. You cannot talk to a man like that. That's disrespectful. A lot of y'all haven't heard that. A lot of you women have never heard that. Never. Y'all have never had that from y'all fathers. So I need y'all to shut the fuck up when y'all up here talking about men need to be men because you've never been introduced to any. You've never been introduced to none of them. You've never been introduced to a man. You've been introduced to a penis and a set of balls. You ain't been introduced to no man. Because daddy's supposed to teach you. Daddy's supposed to correct you. So a man shouldn't have to do it. You see? Yeah, you make mistakes. Cool. Everybody make mistakes. What's a mistake? A mistake is a mistake. But you don't mistakenly pop shit to your man. That's not a mistake. You don't mistakenly talk matter-of-factly to your man as if you telling him something about himself and how he need to do this and that. You don't make a mistake doing that. That's in you. That's something you're used to doing. And that's because daddy wasn't around to check you. Hold on, who you talking to, little girl? You know you're talking to your father, right? You know you're talking to a grown man, right? Watch your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, it's okay. Watch your mouth. You don't talk to men like that. Yeah, I'm your daddy, but I'm a man too. I'm a man first. I was a man before I was your daddy. Don't talk to men like that. See, you're supposed to hear that from your dad. So when you hear it from a man, it don't rub you the wrong way. Like, who he talking to? Because that's what it do. It rub y'all the wrong way. What's up, Raven? It rubs y'all the wrong way. Because the groundwork is not laid. See, you on faulty foundation. This is why you like this. See, that's why you like this. That's why. And the paint says, in my 45 years, I can never recall my mother ever disrespecting my daddy. Just his presence, the way he carried himself, commanded respect. He set the tone. My mother followed, and we modeled her. Exactly. 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 Let me ask you something in the paint. What type of man was your grandfather? Your mother's father. I'm guaranteeing you he was an outstanding man. And I'm guaranteeing you loved and respect your grandfather just like your mama did. Which is why she was able to get the man that she got, which was your daddy. In the paint. Which is why now, I don't know if you're married or anything like that, but, Dion Covington, salute, bro. Salute. But we're going to address this BS. Men need to be men. Since when in your life men haven't? For a lot of y'all women have never been around men. And the paint says he was solid. My daddy was a man similar to my grandpa. See? You see? You see? Just was talking about this. Because what? Daddy sets the tone. Papa, he set the tone. So guess what? Your mama wasn't allowed to bring fuck niggas around. Because you don't come from a stock of fuck niggas. See that? Blame it on your daddy. Stop running around YouTube blaming everybody, all the other black men. Blame it on your daddy. What's up, Nicer? Good to see you. My brother Papa Flocka says a stand-up man, a father, also teaches his daughter how not to take abuse from another man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Check the pedigree, family market value. This is what I was talking about on yesterday's show, fellas. She got to be more than a pretty face. You got to vet her outside of the bedroom. You got to vet her outside of her sexual attraction. What's her family like? What cloth she cut from? Do she come from a long line of fuck niggas? Come on now. Miss Shaw Newsom says, men were the leaders of my family. Shout out to you, Miss Shaw Newsom. Come on now. Come on now. See, and a lot of you women don't want to admit that your father was a fuck nigga. You don't want to admit it. But just look at the men you spent the most time with in your life. Look at the men that you've been in relationships with for the longest in your life, and you'll be able to see it. Now, the man might have some of your father's good traits. It ain't always the bad shit. But a lot of y'all women, when y'all get with these men who are like y'all fathers, the negative shit is only highlighted. Because for the most part, a lot of y'all women come from a long line of fuck niggas. That's why y'all come on the internet every day and call other black men fuck niggas, bitches, homosexuals, and all of that shit. Because that's what you come from a long line of. A bunch of down low fuck niggas. That's what you come from. A bunch of down low, narcissistic weirdos. That's where your daddy come from. That's where your uncles come from. And that's where your baby daddy come from. That's where your ex-husbands come from. All fuck niggas like your daddy. Mm-hmm. I'ma run out as soon as she get pregnant, ass nigga. That was your daddy. Your daddy was a baby daddy, ass nigga. Your father. Don't forget that. While y'all here talking about other black men and how black men need to step up and do what? Be like your piece of shit ass father and the niggas you grew up under and the niggas that groomed you? Huh? That's what we need to go be, right? Shut up and go heal. You don't want a broke nigga? We don't want a broken ass woman. A woman with a broken fucking heart. That's why we gotta buy you every motherfucking thing, because you got a broke heart. And all the shit that niggas buy is just patches to put on your broken fucking heart that your daddy broke. That your daddy broke. Your daddy broke your heart. Your daddy taught you not to trust niggas. Your daddy taught you to just get these niggas for their money. Fuck them niggas, girl. Your daddy taught you that. That was the origin of that feeling, a disgust for men that you have, the disdain you have. That's where it really come from. Won't you just say that? Won't you heal? But black men need to go to therapy. Black men need to go sit on the couch. Yeah, you need to go sit on the couch next to your father. Yeah, your daddy's still out here. Go find that nigga. Y'all like to get on here and dox niggas. You like to get on here and talk about how niggas owe child support and how niggas ain't never own or control nothing. Get the fuck on the internet and find your missing daddy. How about that? So you can heal. So you can find a husband. How about that? Oh, but that's too much. I don't owe him nothing. Right? You a grown fucking woman. Grow up and go find your daddy and go talk to him and go ask him why he hurt you, why he leave you. Tell him how much you used to cry for him at night. Go find that nigga instead of going to find niggas' jail records. How about that? Instead of going to find out what a YouTube nigga own, go find your daddy and find what he owned. How about that? Hmm? Hmm? Oh, I don't hear nothing now. You ain't gonna go do that, though. You ain't gonna go do that type of research. You ain't gonna do that type of digging, are you? Go dig your goddamn daddy up. Where you been, Dad? If the nigga ain't dead, go find him and shut up. So you can heal. So you can be a wife. Think you're gonna be a wife with your broken ass? How the fuck you gonna be a wife? You're gonna be a headache. You're gonna be an obstacle. Like your mama was. That's what you're gonna be. You're not gonna be a wife. Because you don't know the character of a wife. You think wife is just some tangible shit. You think a wife is a maid. That's what y'all think. Why don't you develop and cultivate the mindset of a wife? That's a little too much. That's a little too much, right? Once you learn the etiquette of a wife, the cleanliness of a wife, the mental cleanliness of a wife, the mental clarity of a wife. Because remember, the house is your domain. So guess what, baby? I'm going to need you to be clear up here and clear in here. Because the house is yours. Right? So a nigga got to manage the house, the bills, and you. That's a wife, right? That's a wife. A nigga that got to manage you. Nigga got to micromanage your fucking feelings. But you ready to be a wife. How? You better go see daddy. You better go see daddy. And if daddy not here, right? And you ain't never been married, and the dude never even offered, you better start thinking. You better start thinking about your behavior and your mindset. I'm here to tell y'all this. I'm here to tell y'all this. Some don't want to heal. Shaw Newsom just told the goddamn truth. Some don't want to heal. And guess what? That you don't deserve a man. You don't deserve one. You don't deserve a man who's going to build and be willing to sacrifice it all for you. You don't deserve that if you don't want to heal. You don't deserve it. I did a show 3 years ago. Make sure y'all go and check it out. If she doesn't want to heal, no deal. I did this show 3 years ago. Matter of fact, probably longer than that. Maybe 3.5 years ago. She don't want to heal, no deal. No deal. You don't want to get over that shit, no deal. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. Because you're not going to drag me so you can feel good about what the fuck you got. No, 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 no. See, this is what I was talking about on yesterday's show. Make sure y'all go and check it out. See, that's what our grandfathers told us. They told us, hey, boy, don't put up with that shit. Yeah, I put up with your grandmama shit, but you better not let no woman put you through this shit. See this what y'all women didn't know. Y'all didn't know that. This is why niggas voting with their feet and with their pockets. This is why. Because Pawpaw told us. Don't put up with that shit. No deal. Keep your money in your pocket. Only thing Pawpaw didn't tell us was to keep our dicks in our pants in the process. That's the only thing Pawpaw didn't tell us. Hey man, keep your dick in your pants too. Because Pawpaw, you know, he gonna get his rocks off. So he ain't tell us that. She on some bullshit? Don't you put yourself through it. If she doesn't want to heal, no deal. And I don't want to hear life happens to people, because life happens to us too. But what is your favorite terminology? Men need to be men. Okay. And women need to be motherfucking women. Sure do. And when y'all gonna start doing that? So you can start getting the results that the other women had. Huh? That's gonna start when you start healing. When you go talk to your daddy. When you go and cry on his shoulder. And he hold you and rock you and tell you he love you. Because that's all you want. That's all you want. That's what's gonna make you feel secure with that man when he holding you. That's gonna make you understand that you got a good man in your fucking life and that you need to stay with him. That's what's gonna make you do that. That's what's gonna make you respect your husband and start listening to him and stop being so rebellious and being a hard-headed heifer trying to be cute. That cute shit get your ass lonely and broke. Or that You're gonna be lonely, pissy, and broke. That's what's gonna happen. Or you're just gonna be somebody's good time for the rest of your motherfucking life. See? Just like there's still women out here, good women out here, there's still men out here. Good men out here. Just like you got to find good women in pockets, where you think you're going to find the good men at? You think you're going to find them at Club Live? You think you're going to find them on Miami Beach? You think you're going to find them at All-Star Weekend? Huh? Because that's where your mama found your fuck-ass daddy. Did you know that? Your mama met your daddy at Freaknik. Did you know that? Y'all think this shit is a joke. Y'all just like getting up here saying anything. Not putting shit in context, just going crazy. When I hear the statement come out of a woman's mouth, men need to be men, it shows me that you have been deprived of men. You've been deprived of men. I'm not talking about penis. I said men. You've been deprived. And the reason why there's that level of deprivation in your life is because your father didn't stay to show you how to get a man and how to keep one. See, your mama teach you how to get dick. See, that's what your mama teach you. She teach you how to go out and get some dick and some money and finesse a nigga. Because she's a nester. Daddy teach you how to go and meet a man. And how to show up to this man so he'll want to take care of you till you die. After he done took care of you for however many long years. And I'm pretty sure he gonna continue to take care of you even though you got a goddamn husband. Because if something ever happened to you, who you think comes together? Your husband and your daddy. Who you think load up the choppers and ride around and look for the motherfuckers? Huh? Who? Who's supposed to ride around with your husband? His friends? Who got wives and kids at home too? He's supposed to call his niggas out from from their families. No, he call your brothers and your daddy, and they go load up and somebody die. That's how that work. Oh, but you ain't grow up with a daddy. That's why you got a nigga who will fight you instead of fight for you. That's why. You don't know what a man is. You ain't had no men around you. You don't know. I get it. Shout out to the underrated one. Salute, my brother. I get it. I get it. Women have to do something to deserve love, though. All right, bro. Raven says healing often requires pain and suffering. And for many, they need to isolate certain elements of themselves. I don't think it's 100% bad to date someone who's still healing. Interesting. 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 But that's true though, Raven. I agree. Healing is painful. I always told y'all this. It's painful, man. Yes, everyone deserves love. That's a fact. And Ma says, if men can't give their daughters love, then she can't respect a man. There you go, bro. Exactly. Exactly. And this is why there's no respect, fellas. We always getting up here talking about the relationship we have with our sons. What about the relationship we have with our daughters? Why the fuck we don't talk about that? What is it, taboo or something? But then you same men talk about how y'all don't get respect from women. And then we find out that y'all daughters don't even respect y'all. Very ironic, isn't it? Your daughters don't respect you because you a fuck nigga. And that's why she run around saying men need to be men. Because the first person who was never a man was the person who she came from. Yo ass nigga. You fuck boy. She came from you. She came from you. Fake ass nigga. Old tube sock wearing nigga. She came from you. She came from you, oh wet food stamp looking ass nigga. She came from you. She came from your nuts, nigga. She come from you, motherfucker. So when she call you and she want to fix it, you bitch ass nigga, answer the phone. And stop running from your daughter. You weak ass niggas. Then you wonder why she on welfare with a nigga. Stupid ass nigga. You old dirty tube sock ass niggas. That's why men need to be men. Yeah, because she never was introduced to her daddy. She never was introduced to her daddy, Raheem, the fuck nigga. And that's why she let other fuck niggas play with her time like she got time to play with her life. Because that's all you did with yours. And that's all you did with her mamas, you fuck nigga. Now we got this gender war shit won't stop. Now I'm hearing young girls, younger women now, girls, women in their 20s, talking about the gender war, talking about passport bros, talking about black men need to be men, how black men abandoned the black woman. You 25 years old. Shut up. But this rhetoric is so prevalent, fellas. This rhetoric is relevant and prevalent because of fuck niggas. What's up, Brownie? Good to see you, sweetheart. This is why. See, just like black men decided to create the Black Manosphere to discuss what has happened to them in their life, what do you think these women are doing when they're getting on these panels and going crazy and cursing and calling dudes out their name? Guess what they're doing? They're doing the other side of what the fuck we were doing. Which further proves that the gender war spawns from the breakdown of the black family. Which is why I am opposed to these movements. I'm not opposed to black men traveling. I'm not opposed to black men going to find love and happiness, whatever they can find it. I'm not opposed to that. I'm opposed to black men joining these fake, falsified movements that then changes the trajectory in society on how the black family is looked at. And you guys and gals don't understand that when we participate in this gender war, that we're creating the environment for eugenics to be openly discussed about black people and the black gene. Whenever y'all get on here and talk about this is why I don't fuck with black people, this is why I don't deal with black people, you are then telling the eugenicists, yes, they need to go. They don't even want to be here anymore. They don't even want to be themselves anymore. And it's all spawned from the gender war. Men not healing, women not healing. That's where it's coming from. This is why now we have generations of young black men and women who don't care about each other. This is why you have in the newer generations, there's a higher percentage of homosexuality because they don't want to have children. They don't want a family. Where do you think this stuff is coming from? Where do you think it's being spawned from? But we don't need to heal. But us not healing is how they continue to build things that will continue to go against us. See? How do y'all think these institutions and all of these things are still able to stand? Because we're still oppressed. Don't you understand that the black family and us being destroyed and confused and distraught is what keeps the fucking lights on in this country? Don't you understand this? Our dysfunction keeps the lights on in this bitch. Don't you get it? Without family dysfunction, how do you have Glorilla? How do you have the City Girls? How do you have Megan Thee Stallion? Without the family dysfunction, how do you have Yo Gotti? How do you have Young Jeezy? How do you have Rick Ross and all these drug dealing rappers? How do you have Chief Keef? How do you have Lil Durk? How do you have any of this? A breakdown in the family. Daddy's gone. Daddy's gone. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. I'm going to read some more of y'all comments. If y'all enjoyed today's show, the Cash App is going across the screen. Anyone who has donated is very much appreciated. I'm going to read some more of y'all comments, and then we're going to wrap this show up. And the Pain says, I always say gender war is a form of genocide, destruction. Yep. It panders to eugenics. Raven says, yep, it sure does. And it also says open season on both men and women. Yep. Yep. You catch more flies with honey. GQ says, we do way more for them than they daddy ever did. We never say nothing about it. Either if we're only their daddy. Yeah. That's true. Nicer says, Grandpa just told his grandson, you did good. Good job. This little man got a very bright future ahead of him. Exactly. And Mark says, exactly. It gives them an excuse to keep throwing poisonous darts at us. Yep. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone for coming through. You enjoyed today's show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. Make sure you share today's show. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone for coming through. Make sure if you haven't yet, you enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe because y'all know how YouTube do. You know, sometimes if I'm live, it might not pop up on your feed. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I'm live, every time I drop some new content, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all you visionaries, man. Shout out to all you visionaries. Much love to all of y'all. I appreciate all the love and support. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.